More high-stakes vintage action is happening on Magic Online. 190 players for a Super RCQ to get yourselves a qualification to your local regional qualifier. Doesn't get bigger than this. Let's battle. Welcome back, vintage gamers, to a Super RCQ. This, in previous years, would have been a Pro Tour qualifying event. Now, the top 2 placements at this tournament, or maybe it's top 4 now, I can't remember. It might be top 4. Get regional championship qualification, so they could go play paper regional championships in their area, and through that, qualify for a Pro Tour. I think it's top 4 now, yeah. So usually what this really means is it's just a big high stakes tournament on Magic Online. The RCQ qualification is like not a super high value coveted thing like a Pro Tour invite would be. But these events qualify you via Mox leaderboard points for a very high level Magic Online tournament. And they also just have like good prizes. And the nice part is that they're like large, high stakes vintage action. So we have at least 176 players here. It'll probably get closer to 200 near the end of this. So it's great. It's basically exactly what we want to do. Play some high stakes Magic in the best format in the entire game. So I have the same 75 that I played yesterday's challenge with. This is my Lurrus PO deck. 4 dress downs. If you are interested like a little bit about the deck construction of this deck, check out my last showcase video and the video before this. Both of those will talk about the initial build, which had Bowmasters and Time Twister. And then my last video will talk about the changes we made where we cut those cards because they're just a little anemic. They don't really fit your PO game plan. They don't really do a lot besides buy you time. And we added some more powerful cards like Dig Through Time, Yogg-Will, Snapcaster, some more versatility and things like Repeal. I really like this deck. I think this deck is super strong. I've been saying that I think all the Lurrus combo decks are very, very good. Breach PO, Turbo Volkey, Oswald, Goblin Engineer, those kind of decks. All the decks that are trying to do something powerful and have Lurrus and Lorien and Saga, I think those are the decks that really stand out to me. The fact that Lurrus, like the controlling Lurrus Saga decks have Wasteland is definitely an upside, for sure. Like Wasteland is definitely strong, but the fact that those decks sometimes and frequently cut cards like Volt Key, cards like Time Twister, basically your powerful cards, I really dislike that way of thinking. It's very hard to play purely reactive in Vintage. The power level is significantly higher than other formats. And the range of things you need to be able to deal with as a control deck is humongous. You need to be able to beat a Bazaar deck, and you need to be able to beat a Shops deck, you need to be able to beat a combo deck, and all 3 of those decks require vastly different cards. So I really dislike the idea of playing a purely reactive game in Vintage. I want you to take your free wins, play your powerful cards, and that's kind of my philosophy behind Vintage deck building. So we are going to play Force of Will because Force of Will is the broken card that keeps everyone else in check. And then we're going to play our powerful style here is Paradoxical Outcome and Volt Key. We're going to try to buy time to make sure that happens with cards like Dress Down. Dress Down is super broken. It basically hits most of the hate permanents that are not Null Rod. Turns off Collector Roof, Archon of Emeria, those kind of things. And it comes with a Lurrus Recursion engine, so you can cantrip every turn. You can Dress Down in your main phase with your Lurrus, and then it will go away at end step, or you can like Dress Down in your end step, have it last the entire turn, your opponent's turn, and come back to you, and just keep looping Dress Downs against your opponent that way. Basically, setting up a little bit of like a humility kind of effect almost. Not exactly, but somewhat. Anything else about this deck? This deck has 3 islands, which makes you very nice against other Wasteland decks. It's lots of games in Vintage are stolen on the back of Wasteland. So I definitely highly recommend playing as many basics as you can fit in your deck, really. And hopefully we dodge Dredge today. Dredge can be a pretty tough matchup. We have some good cards for Dredge, but it's just Dredge is so broken that if we don't play Leyline of the Void, then can still just be super challenging. So I will see you in round 1 for a, how many? We ended up with a 193 player vintage RCQ. Have you ever wanted to win your own real Black Lotus? The legendary NYSE Vintage Tournament returns this June 22nd on Long Island in New York. 15 proxy, high stakes, paper vintage action with 8 whole pieces of unlimited power as prizes. You are not going to want to miss it. Check out more information in the description below. I hope to see you there. Let's battle. All right, round 1 of 8. Yes, I have a cat. Opponent does not have a cat. This hand stinks. Opal, no Moxen. No way to get PO going. It's a mulligan. This hand is okay. We'll keep this hand. I wonder what I actually want to do here, because I can go, maybe I should have bottomed Island and just gone double Underground Sea by Lurrus. I can still, like, Lorien revealed for more Underground Seas, so it's not like I can't do that. All right, chat. You're having too much fun. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is go Underground Sea by Lurrus with Mana Crypt. I guess if they're on like mono white initiative, then I don't want to do that. I want to hold open dress down. Shit. I really hate all the plays I already made. Let's focus up. I think I either wanted to bottom Island and have double Underground Sea and go for Lurrus, or I wanted to hold open dress down. Because, like, if I go Lurrus here and they go something else, and, like, some kind of, like, initiative creature or something, it's, like, really bad, right? All right, I'm gonna... Shatoon. Shatoon has played other decks, but I'm pretty sure they've played initiative in the past. I'm lagging like crazy already. Yeah, they have played initiative. All right, I'm gonna go Underground Sea, Mana Crypt, and pass. If they go Wasteland, I think it's okay because we have all these Lorien reveals anyways. I think I'm just supposed to hedge for mono white initiative here. Wasteland. This is just like totally fine, right? I guess theoretically they could have had Lotus, so I should have floated blue. Then they would just go to second main though, so it's not like it does anything. So if I end up with... So now I take 3 damage for fun. Yeah, I dislike the way I played this game, but it's okay. We can come back. Flusterstorm is really bad if they're playing initiative. All right, they are not on initiative. So now I'm less concerned with not having Lurrus. Tropical Island Wasteland, no Lurrus. This must be bug. It must be bug. Yeah, okay. So it's just normal bug. Bug did win the challenge yesterday. So I could see my opponent swapping over to bug. It means we're going to have to prioritize this dress down a little bit more. We're going to have to hold this dress down for a possible Collector Oof to combo off. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to keep hitting land drops with this Lorien revealed. In this case, yeah, I think I'm just going to grab all the underground seas. I do need to be able to play my Lurrus, so I've lost another crypt flip. Oh yeah, I don't have a high opinion of Bug, but I do have a high opinion of Null Rod effects. But Collector Roof is a lot worse because of Dress Down than Null Rod itself. This is actually a really unfortunate set of cards here because I want to get Ancestral, but I actually won't be able to hold up. Yeah, I mean, we just have to get Ancestral, right? It is a RCQ super qualifier. I really like don't have better cards to get here than Ancestral, so this means I can't hold up in Dress Down, but Dress Down doesn't need to be in play right now. I think holding open Fluster is enough. Definitely not casting Ancestral when I have Fluster. Strip Mine. Wow. All right. So I've lost 2 of my 3 underground seas. It's gonna make it very hard to play Lurrus. Even if I had gone multiple basic islands, I would still be in a little bit of an annoying situation. I played the early part of this game pretty much atrociously, I would say. I really disliked the way I played the early game. But I also did not play into Bug, so that's part of it. Lagoith. Okay. Second Death Ray Shaman. It's fine. I still don't think I'm supposed to cast Ancestral. If their last cards are Force, then I like need to be able to Flusterstorm this. It's like very important. This game might come down to the fact that I've lost every mana crypt flip as well. That's kind of unfortunate, but hopefully we can win before then. We'll see. Obviously, Ancestraling on my turn plays into... I've lost all 3 mana crypt flips. Ancestraling on my turn plays into negation, but they're tapped out, so it like plays around Spell Pierce and Fluster and stuff, so. They have Mental Misstep? Wow. It's basically a nightmare. If they have Mental Misstep plus Force of Will, we just lose on the spot. They did not, but we did not exactly hit. So we just play Time Vault and go for Vault Key Vamp, I think. They could Oko it, unfortunately. But we don't have a lot of mana, so I feel like we just have to. I think we try to steal this game. I don't have high expectations. Like, if my opponent... There's like a bunch of things my opponent can play here that kill us. I mean, Mana Crypt just says... To me, Mana Crypt always reads deal 3 damage to you every turn, so I just usually play like that. It will do that. I am at 7. They have 2 cards left in their hand. If they play an Oko and Elk my Time Vault, things are really bad. If they play a Collector Roof, things are pretty bad. If they play a Dig Through Time and a Dredge, or sorry, this looks like a Delve spell, things are pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm priced into what I have going on here, so kind of just have to hope they miss. This game was kind of unfortunate. Like I should have, 6 more life here. I mean that's not true. I mean, I should at least have some more life here. Maybe like a turn worth of more life. They're gonna make a mana. Maybe they're gonna make 2 mana. Oh, they have an Ancestral after. Okay. Well, we just gotta hope that they did not hit a Force and that we win some crypt flips. See if we win this crypt flip. We did win this crypt flip, so we just vamp for key. And then we need to win some more crypt flips and find like a PO. feel like this is my only way of winning this game, so. Oh, I took turns. Oh, maybe they have Force of Vigor main. No? Okay. All right. So, do we win this game? Wait, what is this? End of turn eat? They're just like keeping a card out of my yard. Fair. All right, so crypt flips. I'm currently 1-3. I need to win some more. I won that one. So let's draw another top. We're gonna have to activate, and then we can spin force Yogg. Yogg feels like it should do it, right? It doesn't do it, but it feels like it should do it. So next turn, see if I can make this do it. Crypt flip. I won another one. That should give me a lot of time here. Okay. If I Yogg, I don't have a land in my yard because the Deathrite ate the land. I can cast Ancestral, but if I miss on a mana source, it's really bad. I think instead we should just take one more turn because we won this crypt flip and try to find something that gets me there 100%. I guess I should always spin first. An island and a dig through time. I guess if we just draw into dig through time, I feel like that should be enough. It turns off my Yogg will. I mean, we could just draw into island. We can dress down into island. And then on our next turn, we have way more mana. It's probably better. I even get another spin. Brainstorm. So next turn, I have... I mean, it's got to be better to dig than it is. Well, trying to think of like a demonic that would actually... Oh, I can just repeal, right? So I could go Yogg will. I can't demonic after Yogg willing though, because I don't have another black source because I got wastelanded a million times. So like might just be better to dig. I lost that flip, so now I'm in danger. I don't have a black source, so all I have is Ancestral. I guess I'm going to cast Dig here. All right, I hit the repeal. So now we're good, right? I repeal this mana crypt and then we're good. All right. All right, now we just need to find a time vault, and we're winning. Sorry, not a time vault. Lurrus Saga, and that will win us the game. I'm just gonna take these 3 back. It's like just trying to draw into a saga. That'll close the game as fast as possible. That didn't take that much time. I think that was fine. I feel like that was a good use of time to figure out like the best way to play through that. Yeah, Saga's just gonna be the quickest way through the game, so just take the extra turn just to play around myself messing up F6ing through something. Yes, this is the matchup where I would not consider Goyf to be a very good card. I don't think Goyf is a terrible card to play. Like, Goyf has matchups where Goyf is actually very good. This is just not one of them. All right, we stole that game, I would say. Let me go look at the stupid Wessel bug list. Opponent got scammed into playing. 2 energy flux, 4 force of vigor, 1 pernicious deed, 3 Oko, 1 Leovold, 4 collector roofs. I mean, this is not like an amazing matchup for PO by any means. Negation looks pretty bad. We probably still want Snuff Out and Dismembers. Could play Fluster for the 4 Vigors. This is like gonna be one of my times that I have to play Saga PO versus Vigor. I really dislike the fact that I have to probably board in Flusterstorms when like a normal PO deck doesn't need to play Flusterstorms against Vigor decks. It's kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. Probably want to take out like 1 negation, 1 top, 1 vamp. Snapcaster. I kind of like hate snapping Yogg against Deathrite Shaman, but Yogg is like so good that it's probably worth keeping, whereas Snapcaster probably isn't. Though Snapcaster can ambush Viper, a Collector Roof. No. I'm just saying, like, if you play PO without Saga, you don't need Flusterstorm for Vigor because you don't actually care about Vigor. Like, you just play around Vigor and PO at the right time. Whereas if you play Saga, you like kind of are forced into playing a bunch of Flusterstorms because you can't beat Vigor. So, man, I do want like all of these like power cards. Like maybe you board out Opal or something. Don't know. Let's try this. Okay. See, like this hand is so bad. I feel like I'm keeping it though. Nah, I can't. It's just so bad. This is like just a classic Saga hand. It's just not good. Oh, this hand is somehow worse. That's cute. My first hand is not keepable. My first hand is an instant lose. What the fuck are you talking about? I can't ever keep my first hand. It's just not playable. I'm going to 5. If you keep your first hand, you're just asking to lose the game. It's just not good. Putting Force away and putting Bobble away. Bobble could get hit by an oof here, and it's like just like the lowest power level card. And Force, I don't have enough cards to play Forceable here. If it wins, it's good. That's not how this works. All right, F6 value. Opponent kept a 6-card hand on the play. We kept a 5-card hand on the draw. We do have a nice little Saga hand, but it, of course, has Dead to Vigor. Yeah, no, it's just not how it works. My Magic Online is frozen. So that's bad. Good lord. I don't even know how we progress from here. Do I just like get vigored? I guess I can just play Saga and pass. I don't really think there's like a lot of power in dismembering this Death Ray Shaman, so there's like no way you ever play Crypt there, so. Ah, Leovold. See. Do I want to dismember Leovold or they activated Death Ray Shaman? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just means they're playing another Death Ray Shaman, right? Glad I didn't dismember the Death Ray Shaman. All right, well, that means I have an active Saga, I think. Unless they Vigor with my Mana Crypt on the stack, but now I have a Fluster, so. All right. We're gaming. My bug opponent didn't kill my Urza Saga for some reason. 3 cards in hand. Time Walk. Okay. And an oof, maybe. Yeah. It's pretty bad for me, right? I can't really afford to dress down the oof because I'll lose my construct, but at some point I will dress down the oof and go for like a PO probably. It's just like how much damage do I take from my Mana Crypt and these Death Ray Shamans before then? They have 1 card left. Is it just like Oko? No, it's just fetch. Unfortunately, my Saga goes away here. I don't get another construct. I take 3 from my Mana Crypt. Always key. I might have to just... I'm not even going to have the mana to dress down. If I dress down right now, can I play Lurrus? No, unless I draw a mana. Like, I can play Black Lotus. Unfortunately, this Deathrite can eat my Saga, or I could go, like, dress... No. I guess I could go dress down, and then I could go Yogwill if they don't eat in time. What does that really get me, though? Dress down. Yogwill. If they don't eat, it gets me Urza Saga Lurrus, right? But if they do eat, it gets me nothing. I'm just gonna play towards... I need like land PO though. I'm gonna should play towards a high roll, I think. They didn't. Okay. Well, now I think I should just... Dogwill. Lotus. Saga. Is it just Lurrus? I feel like Lurrus is worse here than going Merchant Scroll. I think I need to hold this dress down. Do I buy Lurrus? Doesn't do anything. Then I take 1,000,000 though. I don't really like this spot. I have to take another 1,000,000 damage here. Wasteland for Saga, but it means we keep Tolarian. But my opponent still hits me for 4. They have a Delve spell at the end. It's pretty good. I wonder if I shouldn't have cast Yogg, and I should have just cast Merchant. Could I have gone double PO, or did I not have the mana for that? All right, here we go. Maybe that's worse than just cast. Oh, I only had 4 mana. I have a dress down. I'm not dead on board, so theoretically next turn I could dress down and win, maybe? See? I'm also playing a little fast to try to make sure we have a game 3 timing. I definitely don't like how I played a lot of these positions, so... Oh, no, I am dead on board. It's 8. No, it's 6. Okay, so I'm not dead on board. Looks like they're going to hold up Hardcast Force. Which is unfortunate. I don't have enough mana unless I draw... I do have enough mana. I can go... Mana Crypt. And then... Dress down. I'm at 4 days. That's really unfortunate, right? I need a PO. Actually, the days won the game, right? Because I don't have a PO here. So now I need to hit... I already used my Black Lotus. So... I lose? I don't have a... Oh, I guess I could hit an Opal with a key, maybe? Doesn't even get me there, though, does it? I already used my land drop. I think I just died because of the days. That's kind of unfortunate. Days actually was just enough because it took a blue mana. Wow. I almost won this game. Damn. I think I could have played that better and won if I had to guess. No, Days is garbage. But Days was good right there. Just taxed 1 more blue mana. All right, on the play, 7 minutes. I have a cat. I hate this hand, but I think this one's a keep. Oh, I mean, it's broken in Legacy. It's completely broken in Legacy. We're talking about Vintage here, though. There's Moxen in this format. It's very different. This keep was not good. Yeah, but like I have to keep it. like it's a keep. It's not good, but it's a keep. Like my opponent's deck is a turbo anti-artifact deck. Like it's 4 vigor, 4 oof, 4 everything. Like we have to keep this hand. And of course they draw Black Lotus. Energy Flux. I'm gonna try forcing this. My deck is a lot worse against Energy Flux than traditional PO. UC is better to get than Island. Yeah, but if I get Wasteland, I lose the game, so can't get UC there. I probably should have misstepped that one. I kind of clicked through it. It's fine. I have to win this game with Lurrus, basically. So it's like a little tough to be dismembering a Deathray Shaman, but mental misstepping it might have been enough. I don't know, like I kind of need to have force up for Oko. So like there's a lot of downside to like mental misstepping a Deathray Shaman, but the Seiju Collector Oof. That's fine. One card in hand. I'm just gonna dismember this. I think it's like the best use of my mana. Buy Lurrus here. Hopefully we can play Lurrus Beatdown. Seems like the way out. I don't have that much time either, though. I gotta keep that in mind as well. I don't have any underground seas left, man. Okay. I only have 3 underground seas in this version. Wasteland is so broken. They have mental misstep? Calculated, probably. Black Lotus, please. Mishra's Bauble. Their top card is Opposition Agent. I mean, currently we're winning this game. I just don't know if I have enough time. They ate the Ancestral, right? I just Yogwill back an Underground Sea. Narset? That's so good here. I did just lose my bobble for Lurrus looping. That was probably a mistake, but I guess the Narset means it didn't matter. That's so bad for me. That was a really bad. I think that was a pretty bad play. Maybe they have a Pernicious Deed. At least Pernicious Deed on 3 kills their energy flux. I guess it kills my Saga too, but wait, I can PO here? No. I can, but I think it's just better to play Lurrus out. Oh, I guess I can bobble on there. What do you mean? Oh, I guess it doesn't do anything versus bobble. Okay. But like I still wanted my card. I don't know. Pernicious Deed. We could have scrolled for force if we had thrown away Soul Ring. Yeah, I'm not playing perfect right now. I'm trying to play fast. I have to win this game with no Vault Key in 3 minutes versus an Energy Flux. Like, I'm just playing fast. This is going to be a very hard game for me to win. My opponent also, like, ripped, like, unreasonably well, right? Like, they hit no lands. They hit just action, action, action. Pretty unlucky. Hopefully I can kill the Narset and like maybe PO or something. Draw a million cards. I don't think throwing away the Soul Ring is like particularly good if I like, have POs in my deck. Like Energy Flux doesn't stop me from playing all my things out and POing. It's a deed. Okay, cool. Are they gonna deed 0 and blow up the Saga, or are they just gonna wait? All right, gain 3 health back, kill Narset. I guess I need to wait till they blow up the deed before I go for PO stuff. Oh, they're gonna save the Narset. That doesn't sound right. Your move. They're gonna blow up the Lurrus and the Flux? Does this not blow up? Oh, it doesn't blow up. It does blow up Flux. Ah, oh, cool. They lose. Oh, wait. They keep the Narset in play. I see. Brainstorming into a Narset. Not a good play, chat. Demonic second Flux, I assume. We can PO. We can go dig for a PO and save our things. We're gonna lose on time because Energy Flux is like really hard to beat on time. Oh, I did not hit. This Narset was unbelievably good. I'm gonna lose on time, almost certainly. They have vigor? How how silly is that? Okay, sure. They have another counter? That's so crazy. Oh, I don't like the way the opponent played this game at all, but looks like it doesn't matter. Ah! I played too slow. It's my own fault. Classic streaming problem. It's okay. I could have played better. I feel like there were a lot of opportunities to win this game too. Unfortunate. All right. It's not the deck. It's the fact that I'm streaming. If I wasn't streaming, I would never time this game out. It's like not remotely close. But it's like it's the cost of doing business. I don't think I'm like it's possible I'm still not winning this game just because my opponent hit like Exacxies, but like they killed off their flux and then immediately DT'd into second flux. Like and then they hit vigor flusterstorm. So like it's fine. Like I don't ever time out off stream. So it's mostly just a streaming thing. All right, round two. I'm gonna play a little bit faster this time, though. Energy Flux is a bit of a slower downer, especially for our deck that does not have a like Mentor kill or a Citadel kill. That is something about our deck. We have like very limited kill conditions, so I think my opponent's probably on a mirror match here. This hand's good though. I think I'll probably hold this Saga and go for the Time Walk Saga line. I don't know. Like, if we are playing a mirror match, the Saga just doesn't matter, though. So it's, like, a little hard to justify. It might just be better playing Saga Mana Crypt and buying Lurrus. Also plays around, like, a possible turn 1 Lavinia or something. Strip Mine. Gaming. I could technically go Demonic Lotus Lurrus. It'd be good if it resolved. Let's instead just go Time Walk, Bobble. Lurrus Bobble. I guess I could have gone on myself and then Lorien if I don't want it, but I don't think I want any extra lands here. I'm pretty sure I have enough lands, and I'd rather have this be a draw spell, so... Maybe I don't need a draw spell if I have Wobbles going. Oh, of course I drew another Lorien. Would I have cycled away a Lorien? I don't know, like I need force, I kind of want force back up here. I could theoretically just... like demonic for a Flusterstorm or something to resolve my Lurrus and like just start looping. I don't know if that's good. I mean, this is like a kind of a force check, isn't it? Like if they don't have a force for this Lurrus, then we're just gonna card advantage them. Oh. All right, well now I'm definitely gonna look at my top card. I need a force. I think I need a force to win this game. My opponent can combo kill me. Okay, a force. I guess I am not cycling my Lorien. What is this? So cycle Lorien. So every turn we survive in this game gives us an extra draw. We basically just want to find ways to stop our opponent from killing us. Okay, so it definitely is a mirror, or at least a combo mirror. My opponent not forcing Lurrus and then slow tutoring is a good sign. Though they could have like a combo with Fluster backup, I guess. That could happen. This is why the first bobble is really important, though. Like, just making sure your Lurrus is drawing a card every turn is the most important part of the of Lurrus. They might be on Bowmasters, actually. Okay, so they're probably on my PO deck, but they might be on Bowmaster version. So I should be careful of that if I like attack with Lurrus into open mana here. Okay, I think this is like definitely Bowmaster. Oh, it's end of turn dress down to buy time. Yeah, that's fine. I lose a card, but I have so much other stuff going on here that can't possibly matter. Ooh, Vault Key. All right, let's... Unfortunately, this missed Lorien cycle is kind of costing me a mana here. I think with a force, I'd rather just go get my Vault Key. And if they don't have negation and they have Force of Will, then I can just buy it back with Lurrus anyways. I guess playing this out, yeah, this is fine. If they're gonna, they should never force this. So they did have Flusterstorm. So I made a mistake here. I probably should have just kept my 2 mana open so I could pay for a Flusterstorm on a forced first target, but they end up having force. Forcing Time Vault here does nothing unless they remove Lurrus, because I can just rebuy my Time Vault next turn. If it was negation, it would be problematic, but now I get to pass to their turn with Lurrus Vault Key coming and Force of Will up. I do think I played a little sus though. Oh, they have another dress down. Okay, I should have forced that, but I was... maybe I'm not even supposed to force it. I guess I could technically repeal this dress down if I have an extra land. I also have a time walk, but I can't snap time walk. I don't have the... Yeah, I'll just repeal this dress down. Maybe it's bad. Maybe I should just wait one more turn. Like, who cares? Oh, they have force. Okay. I mean... I think... Do I want to get a Lorien revealed? I don't think I need to. All right, they have one card left in hand. All right, I'm just gonna force this. All right, I need to use this really quickly. Okay, we're back. So we're probably playing against the mirror, and we might be playing against the one version prior, which has Bowmasters. You'd think Bowmasters would be kind of annoying for the PO deck, but as long as you play around it and you don't play into it in obvious situations, it's usually not a big deal, especially with Dress Down and PO being instant speed. So it's kind of hard for the opponent to win if you negate a vault key. So I don't mind a negation. I don't mind a spell bomb or a needle or a fluster or a trap. Yeah, I have no idea how we take out that many cards though. Like, all my cards are already good in the matchup. How do I add these cards? I don't have time for this. I have no idea how I can even possibly add cards here. Which ones are more important? I don't even think I got it off. I did. I got it off. 61 cards. Not bad. I didn't realize I didn't have a sideboard mapping for my mirror match. Oh, I broke Magic Online too. Is Misstep good? Yeah, you still want misstep. Not only did I barely squeeze by on sideboarding, I also crashed Magic Online. All right, well, it's probably better that I crash it now and just like fix the memory leaks. It was a tactical restart. Let's put it that way. Tactical restart for sure. Okay. I'm having some time issues, huh? Obviously, I don't think I played game one particularly like clean. I played it clean enough, but I was had other things on my mind. So hopefully let's focus up here. We do need to win 7 more rounds of Magic to top 8, so a round 1 loss to Bug was not something I intended. All right. I have a cat. They have a cat. Force, misstep, PO, Saga. Yep. Looks good. Mana Crypt. It's a good one. By Lurrus, maybe. Twisties. Mana Crypt Twisties. That sounds bad for me, if I had to guess. Whew. Glad we didn't just get fresh ones there. Feel like I would come out real far behind. Playing Saga out early, because constructs don't matter at all in this matchup. Constructs are not something you should be sinking mana into. The only thing I want is like a Mana Crypt on Suspend or a Soul Ring on Suspend that I can PO with. It's the only thing I care about. Lurrus in hand, but nothing to pick up with Lurrus yet. Mox would let me make constructs if they mattered, but it's probably just 2 spins. Don't think a needle actually does anything right now. You like kind of have needle in as a stopgap where you can like Saga into a needle and like stop a Volkey when you're behind and then pick it up with PO or something. But in general, like maybe I don't even want to board in needle. It's possible. We have like all the same cards in our deck, so it's a little hard to be needling. If my opponent does play something with Lurrus that they can bring back, I'll look to maybe dress down it. Looks like they're going to hold up Hardcast Force of Will. So would I rather look at spins or would I rather cast Dress Down and look to PO on my turn? The problem is if they're holding up Hardcast Force of Will, like I'd love to like play a Dress Down, get a Mana Crypt, and cast PO on my turn, but it's not going to resolve, right? I mean, if I have, did I bring in the 3rd Fluster or no? I did. So I have 3 Flusters I can draw into, but I actually won't have double blue either. So I guess it makes more sense to just spin and look for like a Sapphire or something like that. Probe Sapphire. I actually think I'm not going to probe because probe runs into Bowmaster a little bit. It's like another reason you kind of want to do an end step dress down. So I think I'm just going to draw my Sapphire, trigger my Saga, float a mana, resolve my Saga, I get a fresh shuffle, and then I can yeah, I'm just gonna get a Mana Crypt. And then I'm gonna get a fresh look here. For another PO. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna go for like an end step dress down into, or maybe we'll just go. I don't know, we have a lot of things we can do. Like, what am I even supposed to needle here? I want to put a needle in play so I have more things. Oh, but then I can't dress down. So I guess this needle looks really bad. I should probably just put the needle and change it for a counterspell. I think the needle looks quite bad. I mean, I wasn't like... I'm not behind, so that's part of the reason. They're passing again. I mean, they absolutely have to have Force of Will, right? All right, so let's end step dress down. That draws us a PO. And then we can spin. And these cards are not great, so we can just shuffle them away and spin again. And we're just looking for a force, I guess. Repeal Strip Mine. Strip Mine doesn't put them off anything. I mean, I think we still have to cast our PO into the holding up force, right? Maybe we don't. Like, if they just don't do anything for another turn, that's still fine with us. But then I don't have my repeal. Or maybe I just repeal my dress down. Just extract value. Like, they're never going to force that, right? Well, I'm going to Saga here. I'm just going to do it with my repeal. Hopefully. But if they counter this, like, isn't that also a win for us? Man, this needle is eating a hole in my deck where I could have had, like, something else that was helpful. Like, they very clearly are holding up counterspell, right? But so now, like, we bait around their counterspell. We still make our land drop. We rebuy our dress down. We dress down again at their next end step. No, I think repeal grip is also fine, but I think it's, like, worse because I can't PO right away, right? Oh, I'll definitely mental misstep that. Now they're, like, not holding up Hardcast Forest unless they have another land, right? Like, right now I'm trying to eke out as much value as I can while trying to find a way to get protection for my PO. We've both had mana crypts in play for a lot of this game, and neither of us have taken very much damage, huh? All right, so the mental misstep worked. They're gonna cast Lurrus. Oh, and replay the Sensei's top. I think I'm just going to cast Rest Down and just prevent that for a turn. This draws me Strip Mine. No, I don't think your line is, like, that bad. I think it's okay. Like, it's definitely doing something. All right, so they're off of Hardcast Force, but we still don't have the ability to protect our PO. Hell yeah, congrats. Still a natural draw, though. Key. Like, I can make constructs, but they're just, like, never going to block Lurrus if my opponent finds a single, if my opponent finds a single dress down out of their 4 dress downs, the constructs will just never do anything, so it doesn't really help me. I wish I could TO twice in the same turn here, but I can't, right? How much mana do I have? I can't even pay for a Flusterstorm if I play my key out. This looks like a really, really bad spot now. I have to go for an end step PO probably. And then do I want a needle top? Needling top is, like, a little sus with my own top in play. Maybe I just go for key plus my top and just eke some more value here. Just, like, don't know how long that's going to be good for. That's a pretty good one. I mean, they might counter it, but then they're not countering my PO later, so... Alright, so they did have a Flusterstorm. Makes sense. 3 cards left. I think I'm going to Needle Sensei's top, which does feel awkward, but I feel like if I stop my opponent from being able to draw cards, I feel like that makes a difference. And I have 2 Haymakers left, and they probably have 1 Force left. I can get another big mana card off of my Saga and go for PO. I feel like that's my line. I'm not convinced it's a great line, but... I could also get Bobble and try to go Lurrus with Bobble, but... They could also PO for 3 here. But they're going to hold up Hardcast Force. That makes perfect sense based on the way they've played this entire game. If my opponent has a Bowmaster, things also get a little spicy. So right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I could just go Mana Vault and just have 1,000,000 mana. I just want to win the game on this turn, so... Yeah, it plays around Hardcast Force of Will, but we lose a mana, but maybe it's fine. I can also PO in response to the Bowmaster as well. I don't know. There's like a lot of choices here that I can do. I think I'm going to take this Mana Vault. Is losing 1 colorless mana worth it? I would still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 in blue. So I could get away with it. I guess I should have strip mined and draw. During my draw step, I should have strip mined. Slight optimization there. I think I used the key for extra mana instead of using it for extra cards. Yeah, I mean, Bowmaster is like just not enough. 2 Bowmasters might be enough. They floated blue. Okay, let's go next phase here. Oh, this is a PO. Dig through time, maybe. Definitely gonna PO in response. PO. All right, well, I am going to PO in response here. I have enough to pay for a Fluster, so... Oh, I can't actually get extra cards because I turned off my top, correct? Oh, I guess picking up this needle turns their top back on. That's fine. They had a force blue card. But I have enough blue mana, so it's fine. I guess I should have played my Underground Sea. I should have played my Underground Sea so I could have drawn Flusterstorm for their PO. I made a mistake there. I didn't actually draw Flusterstorm, but so now they draw 3. And they're back to 7 cards. Okay, so I'm gonna play everything out first. I also have top and key now. I want to have triple blue up. I guess I can just play this crypt as well. Do I lose out if I play my thing? I can lose out on like a Tolarian. But actually, I haven't used my Lotus. It just doesn't do anything. Like, what is POing in response to force do? Like, my PO will lose all of its targets if it resolves. It doesn't. It's a nonsense. Doesn't do anything. Definitely should play my top out first. All right, let's see what happens if I do this. I think I'm gonna hold my land drop for a Tolarian. I think it's worth it. There's my Tolarian. Okay, well now I feel very good about everything I chose to do in this game. We cast dig. I feel like I got paid off right there for a nice little sequence. And now we just find a PO or a snap. Snap does it as well. I guess I can keep a mind break trap as well. All right, this is deterministic from here. I don't know. It's a PO mirror. Like I'm gonna win it. There's no tinker in PO mirrors now, which really reduces the variance. So yeah, so like not playing the Underground Sea means I can play a Tolarian Academy later, but playing a Underground Sea would have let me run into possible Flusterstorm before their PO. Ah, this deck is great. I swear, like so we played what? We played five. We went 5-3 in a showcase. We went 4-2 in a challenge, and we're 1-1 now. And I think of my 6 losses, like half of them were preventable, just like very clearly pilot error, which is really good sign. I like it. Deck's great. Gotta keep playing well though. All right, on to round 3 against a Doomsday player. I have 4 dress downs, so hopefully that'll help. It says force and a dress down and 2 sagas. I'm probably gonna keep this for sure. But it's Doomsday, and it's Brian, so maybe he just goes Black Lotus, Doomsday, kill me. You never know. Love to draw a Sapphire. I can call a Sapphire off the top, right? That's illegal. Game 3, round 1. I timed out. My opponent played 2 energy fluxes, and it was too much, too many triggers, not enough time. My opponent wants to daze that, so be it. I don't have any shuffles, so I guess it's better just to look at their top card. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Like, my own fault, right? I gotta play faster on stream. Gotta adjust. It just like happened to be like the most annoying like cards to try to grind through. 2 fluxes is crazy. It's a little weird because like fluxes doesn't matter unless they have a collector oof, but it just like was enough. The nice end of turn surveil. Chose not to take a negation because I'm not pressuring them. Okay. I mean, they know my hand is just Force of Will, so if they have Doomsday with backup, then they just kill me. Did my opponent fetch before drawing? Yeah, of course. Why play the Bauble before the Saga? So they can daze me for fun? That they don't have a daze? I mean, it looks like my opponent is just going Oracle Consult with Force backup killing me, so, you know, just normal Doomsday things. One Mox. This deck is so broken, right? Like I'm how broken is Doomsday though? Seriously. Yep. Cool. I don't even know. I just don't. I don't even like. It just makes me not want to play Magic at all. But gotta roll with the punches. Just checking out their list for a second. Sure. Did I draw Force of Will? It was in my opener. You saw it with Probe. Wait, they thought I didn't even have Force of Will? I meant a second one. Oh, they were just like checking me? Sure, whatever. I don't know. Like banter, banter, banter. Fun, fun, fun. My opponent had perfect knowledge of my hand, turn 2 kill with Force backup. Like not much to talk about. All right, well, 3 more pieces of interaction. So I have 6 forces, a mind break trap, 3 flusters, and 4 dress downs. The thing is, like, dress down is technically Doomsday hate, but if you're on the draw and they kill you before you have enough mana, it like doesn't matter, right? Doomsday is just so silly. So silly. Doomsday players will tell you that this is like not the average draw, but if you've watched my stream over the past 6-7 years, you know that this is just the average draw. The average draw is just turn 1 or turn 2 with Force backup. All right, this hand doesn't really press any advantages, but at least I have mana to cast spells, you know? I gotta take what I can get. Oh, I guess I could have technically gone Opal Academy, cast Lorien. I don't think that's good, though, for anyone asking why I didn't do that. Doomsday players are like, no, you have to like take time and preordain into the right spot, and I'm like, no, you just kill them on turn 2 with or turn 2 with Force backup every time. Black Lotus. Undercity Sewers. Mill of Misty, not bad. It's a 2 Moxen deck. They always have a Mox. Ooh, okay. I mean, we're cooking here. We've got about infinite mana, so I think I like. Hmm. How much does like Lurrus matter here? That's the only thing I'm worried about. I think I want to go Lurrus. I think I want to go. I buy Lurrus with my Moxen, and then I play Lurrus with my Lotus. Yeah, I think this is what I want to do. And I don't need to tap my Academy yet. Yo, what's up, Stu? All right, so I get to pass the turn with 6 mana, so I can still do Force Fluster, or I can do Force Pitch Fluster, and then next turn, if I get it back, then I have tons of mana to cast Lorien Revealed. It all depends on if I get a next turn here. Oh, yeah, I don't think Lurrus is, like, worth countering for them. Like, it's not the axis you're fighting on. It just depends on if they kill me here. Because if they don't kill me here, then I can just go Lotus, crack Lotus, replay Lotus, cast Lorien with 1,000,000 mana, and then I feel like I'm in a good spot. But if I like, if they cast a Doomsday here, then I have to probably force pitching Lorien, so I have enough blue for paying for a Fluster. Because if I were to like cast Force and Fluster hard cast, then I'm like running into Daze, running into Fluster, so it's awkward. It's like an awkward spot for me, right? What I really need here is actually, if I had a dress down, I could loop a dress down every turn with Lurrus, and then they would like never be able to win. I guess theoretically they could time walk, right? I guess they could just win through it very easily with time walk. Damn, this deck's so broken. Yes. Yeah. It doesn't bother me. Don't worry. I'm fine. The light will not hurt me. All right, so my opponent has 3 Moxen in their deck, and they've drawn 2 of them. Lotus and Jet and Doomsday. Doomsday with 5 mana and 3 cards. They would go down to what, 9? And I would attack with Lurrus 3 times. I don't have enough counter spells for this, though. The problem is, like, I think I have to force pitching Lorien, which means I have no follow-up action. So it's kind of tough. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to. I could Fluster this and just tap them out. Maybe that's better. Oh yeah, I got 4 dress downs. Yeah. Oh, Hardcast Force I think is by far the worst play. I would much sooner Ret Doomsday Resolve than Hardcast Force or Pitchcast Force or cast Flusterstorm. I'm just worried I don't have enough. I'm just worried I don't have enough to let this resolve. Matt Murray would let this resolve, so let's do it for Chubby Rain. Oh, I think it's not remotely close to 100%. But I really don't like my other options very much, so. Yeah, but if they just pass, we're playing Lorien Revealed, not me, right? And then we have so much to draw into. It's close. Like, it's definitely close. I think all 3 lines have merit. Flustered, they just tap, they just pay everything. Like, it's okay. But then they still resolve. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. Well, yeah, I mean, when they look at my hand for free and then kill me on turn 2 with force backup, like. Cavern is not the big. I'm not worried about Cavern. I'm worried about my opponent just like, you build a pile and you beat what I have. Like, it's not that hard. The cards in Vintage are so broken. I don't think it's unreasonable to. I think the only play that I actively dislike is Hardcast Force. Hardcast Force is the only play I actively dislike. I'm okay if you force pitch Lorien here. I'm okay if you Flusterstorm Doomsday here. I'm okay if you let Doomsday resolve here. I think all of those lines have pros and cons, and they're all fairly close. I think all three of those lines have pros and cons. So there's null rods in the sideboard. What a beast. Pass the turn pile. And we drew the dress down. Big game. Okay. We still need to sequence this correctly. If my opponent plays around dress down, they have their own dress downs in the deck. They have 2 dress downs. Oh, they don't have a time walk pile. So they shouldn't be able to beat dress down loop then. I don't think we're playing Lorien at all. I think we are attacking with our Lurrus and playing an end step dress down. There's time walk is in exile, so we just loop our dress down every turn, right? That's my plan. If they counter our dress down with a force of will, like all their negations are in exile too. Like if they counter this, we can simply dress down again. I think like not building up, like, so they forced my dress down and now I just cast my dress down. Yeah, I like my line. My line seems by far the best. Yeah, this is fine. I think my opponent not making a time walk pile seems very greedy when they know my list has 4 dress downs. I have Force, Flusterstorm, and looping dress down every turn. I think they're deterministically dead here, right? Am I supposed to cycle this? I don't think so. Demonic also probably wins. Try Time Walk. I have enough mana that I can probably just do that. They only have 1 card in hand, right? Yeah, we'll just kill them here. Hardcast Force or gosh. All right, got him. All right, let's take a quick snapshot of their deck here. They have 2 null rods in their sideboard. They boarded in a bunch of dress downs, which is, I don't think, very good because I'm not making... I mean, I guess they're worried about constructs, but like, Doomsday matches don't actually care about constructs because the game is over before constructs ever happen. They just like kill you before they even matter. The game has ended. Yeah, of course he is. He's super unlucky. His hands don't win on turn 1 every game. Hey man, I'm just based on my experience. Could be wrong. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping that, so I'm bottoming C here, right? Please don't kill me on turn 1. My opponent just like slams a null rod and I lose, but I don't care. That's fine. I'm okay with this. Like, this is like a risk I'm totally willing to take, so. Like, this is a risky hand, but I think it's totally within range. 7-card hand from my opponent. I'm like I'm said, like there are ways this hand loses. There are many ways this hand loses, but it's like doing a powerful enough thing. I think it's worth. We probably are not POing on our turn, considering they showed us 1, 2, 3, 4 negations. My opponent's deck is weird. They have a very odd Doomsday list. Look at this Doomsday list, chat. 2 null rod, 4 negation. I don't know what's going on over there. Ah, classic Undercity Sewers. Ooh, Island's a really good draw here. It helps me play around a lot of the things that are bad for me. They milled a null rod. Wait, what? They just surveilled a null rod. There's no way, right? Isn't that the best card in their entire deck? They must already have the other one in their hand. I don't think I'm supposed to play Lurrus here, right? Because I can buy Lurrus and play Lurrus. Seems like really bad though, right? Isn't POing better? Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I feel like playing Lurrus here is not that good. I'm not jamming. Jamming is definitely the wrong play. Jamming is absolutely the wrong play. And if you mean jamming PO. My opponent just showed me 4 negations in their deck. Why would you play into that? Second null rod. Force backup. I can hit Flusterstorm here. Just had the other null rod, a classic Flusterstorm. Nope, we die. All right, well, we lost. I mean, they had null rod, double null rod plus force backup. Gonna lose that for sure. If we had Lurrus in play, we would have a 3/2 lifelinker. So, I mean, it's Doomsday. They have it every time. What can I say? I think it's a good play. Like putting null rods in your Doomsday deck seems really strong, especially when you suddenly all of a sudden don't draw 2 out of your 3 Moxen. I mean, I'm dead. My opponent had turn 2 win with force backup again. It's fine. It's top on preordain. There's no shot they're supposed to mill this null rod, right? There's just like no chance they're ever supposed to mill that null rod, right? Like they could have had 2 null rods. If they don't have a second land, I guess. I didn't board in any extra ways to deal with null rod. I just have it to repeal. I mean, I assume it means they didn't have a land, but maybe they didn't have a force. But if you don't have if you don't have a force, then you definitely want to null rod. So, whatever. So sad. Kind of a rough tournament, huh? We played against 4 Collector 4 Vigor deck, and then we played against Doomsday with null rods. I still think our Doomsday matchups just should be pretty good. Like, losing game 1 before we even have a chance to have mana to cast Dress Down is just... That's just a classic Doomsday scenario. I mean, Brian says he's going to come into chat and tell me why milling makes it. And we have Dark Ritual Doomsday? Like, tell me this deck isn't the most broken thing in the history of Magic. It has a counter, it has a null rod with force backup into a combo kill on the next, like, it's just broken. People are saying this deck is bad right now. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. So we're gonna get knocked out of this tournament this round. Probably played 3 losses. We'll see. All right, so our best draw here is Ancestral Recall. Brainstorm is like an Ancestral Recall, but I probably am not allowed to Brainstorm because I probably need to make sure I have a blue card. Maybe it doesn't matter. Like, they probably just have Counterspell backup, right? They went for an Ancestral Pile. Yeah, they have Force backup. They have Null Rod, Force backup, Doomsday, Force backup. It's very fair deck, chat. Very fair deck. No problem. Totally reasonable deck. Absolutely. It's bottom tier in the metagame. Less than 50% win rate. Horrible deck. Nah. Yeah. All right. I mean, you have to give credit to Brian for changing the Doomsday sideboard and playing 2 null rod, right? Like, I think that is a good sideboard change that makes your deck better against the field. And I think it's just like a thing that people don't do. Like, people will go and copy paste a Discover End list or a DM list, and they'll make no changes, and they'll wonder why their deck doesn't fit against the metagame. But like, the format right now is really, really bad against, or really, really good for Null Rod. And so like, you make a change like that, and it's really good. So can't be mad. All right, on to round 4. We're probably playing not a mirror per se, but opponent is on a Lurrus Saga control deck that is splashing Paradoxical Outcome if they're on the same list as Saturday. This hand has missing lands in Moxen, but has Force Probe Misstep. I'm gonna keep it. I tend to keep these kind of hands that don't have lands but have Moxen and have Force and Probe and on the draw. I like these hands. They're usually in the range of things I'm willing to keep. There's so many draws here that put me in a position to possibly go for combos on turns 1 and 2. So I think if you're not keeping these kind of hands, you're probably limiting your range too much when you play PO. Sapphire, that's a good one. Delta go. This was a Bowmaster deck, right? Yeah, 2 Lavinia, 4 Bowmaster, Dress Down, Seal of Cleansing, and then splashing 3 POs. Well, that's not a bad one, but I don't have mana still. Am I gonna probe directly into a Bowmaster? Feels like I am. No, I think they have Bowmaster, is my assumption. Yeah, I do think I'm actually supposed to counter this one. I think it'll be like pretty problematic for the pace of the game if I let this resolve, so I'm gonna try countering it. Like, it's not like I can't beat it, but I think it just like is annoying enough. Oh wow, they kept. Is this a keep? You can't ever keep this, right? Wasteland double Bowmaster, like, I mean, we're gonna lose to it, but no, neither of our first two draws were Lorien's, Moxen, or lands, so I'm not even sure their hand is like actually that good against mine. Even then, kinda. I don't know. I'm always keeping my hand. I think my hand is fine. Like sometimes this will happen where I don't have the things I need, but I don't know. Like the number of cards in my deck that produce mana is extremely high, right? We have 4 Loriens, 14 lands, like 1-drop artifacts. It's fine. Even Saga is like not that bad. It's definitely bad against Wasteland though. The good news here is if I do draw something that produces blue mana, I can respond with an Ancestral to their Orcish Bowmaster, or I can just draw another force. All right. Countering a bunch of Bowmasters and having my opponent bring them all back with Lurrus is like not my idea of a good time. Can I afford to let this one go? Like, if I think I'm going to win in the same turn that I cast my Ancestral, then I can probably just let this go. I think I'm going to let the second one go. Like, I just have to weave in a Dress Down before dying to Bowmaster triggers, which seems fine. Oh, they put an Opal in their deck now. Does that mean they can play Lurrus this turn? No, they're short. So their hand is Wasteland, Unknown, Lurrus. I mean, this might be my last turn. That matters. We'll see. I've drawn 3 cards, and they've been... All right, there's my Underground Sea. So... let's think about this for a second. Yeah, PO was pretty hyped, I think. I don't know if I was playing exactly when PO came out. I might have been a little after that. If I cast Ancestral now, I go to 11, and then I take 4, 5, and go to 9. If I Demonic for a Dress Down, I don't have like enough artifacts for that to be good. I force their Lurrus. I can't really go for an end of turn recall if they wasteland me, right? I mean, I can. But it also opens them up to drawing like hard cast counters as well. I think I'm allowed to cast this Ancestral on my turn, if I do the math correctly. Academy's Not a bad draw at all. I think we're in a good spot now. We can just go for Vault Key. Yeah, I think we're just winning. Our opponent's hand was just super weak. I don't even have to counter Lurrus Bowmaster now because I'm not casting PO anymore. I'm getting Wastelanded, and then I have 5 mana to go Demonic Vault Key. I can just pay a misstep on this, and I still have Force. But I can just have double Force. I guess if they like get a Flusterstorm, like I just keep double Force, negate any non-creature play, and then I go Demonic. I have 5 mana. I go Demonic. Demonic Vault Key. Like, I think the only way this backfires is if they get Flusterstorm, which doesn't feel like something they would do. So I think it's a risk worth taking. Did I start recording? I did. That's good. Like, I was thinking I would have to try to figure out like countering Bowmaster or Lurrus so that I could get a PO off, but because I drew the key, I don't need a PO anymore. All I need to do is, because I drew key plus Academy, I don't need a PO anymore. All I need to do is Demonic. Why? Like, what's your reasoning? Why do you want to misstep this? Like, I take them off a top deck and I counter whatever they play. We know that their hand is Wasteland plus Lurrus. Why do you want to misstep this? Oh, we don't beat Fluster. So I think like Fluster, I guess realistically, if we know that they don't have anything to play, then we still have a force anyways. So yeah, we should probably just misstep it because we still have 1 force anyways. I feel like misstepping loses to nothing and not misstepping loses to Fluster, right? But like, are they more? So then you have to think: are they more likely to top deck Fluster or tutor Fluster? Oh, I guess that's true. We could misstep and force the 2 Flusterstorm copies. That is true. So maybe we don't lose anything. Do they even have Fluster in their deck? They have 1, maybe. Yeah, I guess we just straight up beat Fluster too. So I guess we can't lose to anything here. They went for Seal of Cleansing. Yeah. I considered Seal of Cleansing, but I have a negation, so they can't bring it back with Lurrus anyways. So Seal of Cleansing is what I kind of thought they were going to vamp for. Also, they don't even have mana to bring it back with Lurrus right away either. I mean, they're banking on the fact that I don't kill them next turn, which I think is pretty reasonable. I feel like it's more unreasonable that I do kill them next turn. Our Ancestral was extremely good. So I was like prepared to like figure out some way to PO combo my opponent in this game, and I just like didn't have to do anything because Time Vault Key is super broken. No Saga required. I don't really care about hiding. I just want this game to be over with, so... Oh, wait, I forgot. There's Bowmaster. Okay, I should not have done that. I mean, it doesn't kill me, so it's still fine. I can just dress down it if I ever want to draw cards. Imagine if I died there. Imagine if I, like, picked up 6 cards. That would be a pretty funny way to end the stream. That would be a banger way to end the stream, wouldn't it? I should just pick a freaking Lurrus. What am I doing? God, that would be so good, wouldn't it? Imagine he tilts off the planet. I don't even think I'd tilt off the planet because I'm not playing for anything anymore. My opponent is now deterministically dead. I would like them to concede, but maybe they've seen me PO into their Bowmaster and they're thinking that maybe I'll do it again. Oh, I shouldn't have played this stupid Mana Vault back out. I have to freaking do it on... maybe I'll PO back this Mana Vault. Maybe I'll dress down and PO back the Mana Vault so that I don't have to do this stupid trigger every turn. My opponent saw me timeout in round 1, so they think they can play the clock, you know? All right. This is the fastest way to end the game. No triggers. Untap. Activate. F6. Attack. Mega Construct. Oh my god, it went through my whole turn. Whatever. It's fine. I hit the button that lets me make the construct, but it didn't do it. Alright, it's fine. It's the same number of attacks, so who cares? That's not true at all. It would have been it's one less turn. No! My min-maxing. I always do one more activation than I need to, though, just in case I get up. Like I click through attacks or something. I don't know. It doesn't take that long to win the game with Volt Key in this deck if there aren't like an energy flux in play. If there's no energy flux in play, like all you do is you make a construct and you attack like twice. Like Volt Key doesn't actually take a long time. Normally, I should say. All right, so my opponent has Bowmasters and Lavinias and Counter Magic, and that's about it. Like Flusterstorm. I don't think I actually... Maybe I'll play like one removal spell, but I don't want to play like a ton of removal. Negation's really bad. I don't actually think I need a Needle. Or maybe I want a Needle Wasteland, but is that worth it? Could be. I don't really feel like I need to, though. I feel like this matchup is just so favored that it's like really tough to see super meaningful changes. Like all the cards are good. Flusterstorm, basics, dress down. Having one removal spell to tutor for seems like good enough. And then Fluster is important, and negation is bad, and second top is whatever. So this is probably how I want to play it out. Force, Vault, sure. Seems fine. Getting Volt negated is like really annoying though. You don't have like a Karn to bring it back, and you don't really have like secondary win conditions that are really strong. Saga Lotus. Soul Ring. All right, they're going full power hand. Basically, the only time this like blue-white control deck is good if you have a lot of power. Basically, every other time it's just anemic. Oh, I also have power. Not as much though. They have Hardcast Force up. I kind of don't want to play anything out right now. My hand is not particularly good, but how many rounds still remaining? This is round 4 of 8. So many. They had the Wasteland. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, I'm not losing to Constructs because I have Dress Down, but I'm going to be really far behind. Yeah, I'm a really bad PO player because I just don't draw enough jewelry. For sure. You have identified the issue for sure. If Twitch chat can help me become more lucky, that would be ideal. Wait, they didn't make a second construct? Damn, they got respect. They're putting respect on the on the dress down life. I like it. I like it. That's a good play. I still have to deal with this construct, even if it's only one of them. I don't hate that play at all. I'm definitely going to try to not let Lurrus resolve in this game. My opponent has Bobble, Lotus. Oh no! Second Saga. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you doing Lurrus? I assume they'll go Lurrus. They must have Hardcast Force. I think we're going to lose this game. If we win this game, we absolutely stole a win because our hand sucks. Opponent's hand is so much better. This is the point in real life you'll ask the opponent if it's a good card on top. We are shuffling it away no matter what, though, so... Oh, buying Lurrus? Are we playing Lurrus? 3 cards left in hand? I mean, if Lurrus resolves here, we're just so dead. We're just extremely dead. So they play Lurrus, we force it. Oh, they're not going to play it. They must have negation then, right? I don't know. We're super dead. Our cards are not good. I want a Soul Ring. Seems like a really good card to have. God. Imagine winning this game. I feel... Oh my god, oh no! Why do you have all the restricted cards? They're gonna cast Lurrus with Hardcast Force backup. Crazy. So I think the way we win this game is they play Lurrus, and then I force it. They force back, and then we dress down and draw Volkey. No? Okay. Opponent is just... They're being disciplined. Oh, what a terrible draw. All my draws have been awful. Okay. My body for a mox, let me tell you. So normally I'd like to play a dress down on end step, but I don't know if it actually plays around anything. So I don't know. It's so bad. It's so bad no matter what I choose to do here. I don't know. I'm taking lethal no matter what. Like I have to cast stress down. So it's just not good. It's just not good. Like if this was a force, then maybe it's like a little better, but I'm not really losing to constructs. I'm losing to my top of my library, aren't I not? Like I haven't made a single play in this game, and my opponent has made 7 plays. Yep. I drew 3 forces, 3 freaking POs, and I have no mox. It's doomed. Oh, a spin. Maybe we have a chance. It's a spin. Yeah, but they probably were never making another construct there. They played very conservatively. They didn't make a construct last time either. Oh, PO is a blue card to pitch the Force of Will if you don't draw your Moxen, right? So my opponent did a much better job of drawing their art. Wait, this resolves? Or are we just letting for? Oh, we're alive! Who's losing to constructs now, Zajad? No, I drew the 4th PO. I drew the 4th PO. Why? Why though? Why though? Tell me I am not the most unlucky gamer you've ever watched on Twitch.tv. Tell me. Tell me there's someone who has more unluck. All right. I mean, this plays Lurrus, so hopefully that's good. If they had a PO, yeah, super strong. Draw with top? What does that mean? What? We decided not to draw the... Oh, I see, I see. Oh, they have Flusterstorm, that's why. I misstep of this, and they have Ancestral with Flusterstorm backup. Oh. They don't. Okay. I don't get my Lurrus back, but I do force your Ancestral and resolve all Lotus back. All right, well, I take that. I take that. That's fine. I like this cat art. She's a strong mother who has... I don't know. Anything I say there is just not going to end well, so we'll just say this art's kind of cool. Well, I could have paid for Fluster, I believe, last turn, Adam. I believe we could have paid for Fluster. I'm not sure, though. Oh, I can't misstep this top now, though. I had to misstep the Ancestral. And they have top plus key, draw extra cards. The only problem with this art is it doesn't have the little guy being the little guy. Like, it doesn't have IMAC Cat, you know? IMAC Cat is an icon. I don't think this is looking good. I highly doubt at the moment that we are favored in this game, but we're not dead, so that is better than before. This is the one I bought in paper. I bought the nice little foil version of this one in paper. It looks really nice. I don't mind the frame either. Art is subjective. No, I like mine. I'm happy. I was supposed to play it yesterday, but I failed to function as a human being. Very unfortunate. I just wanted to give Bragg the win in New York City. You know, I felt too bad taking the win. I had to let someone else get it. Wait, what's this mean? Why are they untapping Soul Ring? Why are we not drawing with top? What is happening? What's going on? Wait, my opponent cracked their Lotus, which means they can't play their Lurrus anymore because their hand is all... Oh, they drew PO. No? Oh, PO for 2! My opponent's a better PO deck than me. God bless. It's splashing PO. Splashing PO in your Lurrus control deck is better than playing a dedicated PO deck if you just simply draw more artifacts than your opponent. I see why my opponent made me play out last game at the pace that this game is happening. Well, I do think that No Tinker did lower the variance, but that's not to say that Vintage does not still have the variance. Can I draw something that's good? I don't think that's good. I'm gonna just... I do want to hold up Flusterstorm, though, so I'm not going to cast Dress Down from my yard. I think I'm going to play the Time Vault, so I have something else to pick up next turn. So, like, theoretically, next turn I could play Dress Down and then cast PO, maybe? I don't know. I think we're still losing this game, unfortunately, but... We almost came back. If we simply drew cards that mattered instead of all 4 POs, I think we had a chance. Drawing 3 blanks here is not ideal. Yeah, my bad. I should have decided out the Moxen. Play mistake. Ooh, the shuffle with Lorien instead of casting. You have 8 million mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can play Lorien with Flusterstorm, the ability to pay for Flusterstorm. Opponent is cooking. Oh, you know what they're doing? It's because they want a white source for Lurrus. So they can play Lurrus and then replay Bobble from the Yard or Black Lotus from the Yard or Dress Down Lock Me. I also lost my round 1. Oh, or sure, C. I mean, C is the same thing as a Tundra. It also plays Lurrus, right? I'm pretty sure I win this game on time, right? Like, there's just no shot they can complete 2 games at the pace they're playing. Oh, my opponent's deck is a work of art. It's it's a blue-white Lurrus Saga control deck that splashes 3 POs. Wait, what? All right. They actually, I was wrong. They didn't want Lurrus. They wanted a black source for Demonic Tutor. My bad. I just lose the Vault Key here, right? I can't beat it, so. I'm making them play it out. Sorry, chat. They have so little time on their clock. Drawing Demonic Tutor does seem good here, for what it's worth. Fragmentize my... Yeah, uh-huh. You got it. All right, F6. I like their play. I think their play's fine. I mean, you could theoretically put me on forces in hand, which makes their play like a little bad, but Yeah, I'm not interested. Yo, you're totally right. We could have flustered there for sure. How do I F6 like forever? Do I have to keep hitting F6 or is it F8 instead? It's probably F8. All right. I mean, my opponent has a Lurrus. It's not going to take them that long. It's just 4 hits. Because it's 2 hits. So if I flustered and I drew key, I could have won maybe. So, I mean, I'm definitely supposed to fluster there. I don't really care. If I had skipped a turn and then just like waited until they time vaulted, could I just take a turn? Or is that not how that works? I might have died if I skipped a turn for what it's worth. So they do have Vault Key, so the power of negation goes up a little bit. Probably still not worth playing, though. Just hit submit. I feel like that should work, but I've never seen anyone ever do it. I feel like I've never seen that before, but I feel like it should also work, shouldn't it? Oh, I think Steel Sabotage is like fighting the wrong axis here. I wouldn't play Steel Sabotage. Yeah, I mean, you have to just hold until they go for a time vault turn, and then after that you take the next time vault turn, right? Why do they always have like more Moxen than me? Isn't that cheating? I feel like that's cheating. Like the person who has the more Moxen is always gonna win, right? Their setup is so much better than mine. Yo, thanks, KU. Ooh, hey, I found Moxen. Let's go. It just still looks a little rough here. Oh, I used up all my luck waking up, I guess. Double Saga? Wait, you have Double Saga, but you have Sapphire, so you're not actually down a blue source? It's so silly, man. It's so silly. God, we're so dead here, are we not? Which member? Like it's not even good DeLorean revealed here. I think I have to, but it's like not good. Pretty sure we're just dead. At least they don't have on-color jet, you know? Maybe I had to mulligan this hand? They have the fluster off, the one fluster off the Sapphire, man. It's okay. Today was just not the day, I think. I don't even have a dress down to, like, clock my opponent out here. This is so lost. It's crazy. They're gonna respect the dress down this time and not make extra constructs. We'll see. I mean, like, you can only mulligan so much because your deck is dependent on a quantity of cards, right? Your deck isn't dependent on card quality, it's dependent on card quantity. And, like, you're on the play with a 7-card hand that has a force, and, like, I think it's just fine. I'm not saying the hand was good, but I you lose a lot of games against the full control deck by mulliganing. Like, it's like the Thoughtseize effect where you mulligan and then, like, they just answer your cards and you lose. Like, force isn't actually that good against my opponent's deck, but I do need to draw a dress down right now. Repeal is like a dress down. This has to resolve, right? Can I wait? Theoretically, they make a construct. It's a 4/4. It's a 5/5. It's a 6/6. It's lethal. So not really. I have to use all my mana to do this. Oh, I could theoretically dismember the other construct and it's not lethal. I guess that's better. I take 2. I go to 8. They make a 3/3. They make a 4/4. They make a 5/5. I'm still dying to my mana crypt. Like, my mana crypt is going to kill me, right? So I'm not actually convinced that dismembering here is better than just, like, dig through timing and trying to win. But, like, what am I actually hitting off dig through time that wins? Like, there's actually just very few things that I can actually hit here that actually are good. So if we dismember, it costs the same as the dig through time, but are we dead on board? We're not dead on board. 1, 2, 3. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they have any artifact, we're dead on board. So we go to 1, and then we would die to mana crypt. So it's definitely better. I guess it's definitely better. I don't know. We're super far behind, of course. I think, like, the best case scenario would have been, like, if my opponent had a counter, they counter there or something. Kind of falling asleep. Oh, yeah, they had a counter. So, all right, yeah. I don't know. I feel like my opponent's hands were so much better than mine, right? They had Saga, Soul Ring, Lotus both games. I mean, theoretically, technically, possible a win game. If my opponent misses on an artifact, if my opponent misses on an artifact, I win a crypt flip. I draw ancestral into combo. Like, I can technically win the game, but my opponent's not missing on anything in any of these games. So yeah, it's not like I played well. Like, I just did not play with a conviction of somebody who was trying to win the game at all costs. But that does happen when you are mathematically eliminated. Yeah, I'm off it for now. Yeah. I do think that the deck performed worse today than it did yesterday, though. I mean, we lost round 1 not really because of the deck, but mostly because I was on stream and played too slow and timed out. And then we lost to Doomsday because they just like had much better hands than us and killed us through Force of Will turn 2 both games. And then this game, like, I don't think I played very well. I think I was pretty tuned out for the majority of the game. So my apologies there. Definitely don't think I played that game very well, but sometimes it's hard to zone in when you don't have anything to play for. I still like this deck going forward. I'm not sure that this is the best combo Lurrus deck anymore. I'm going to have to play around with Turbo Volt Key and Breach. Oh, I think you had an below average Doomsday hand. Turn 2 with Force Backup. That's below average for Doomsday. I don't know. This deck's really good. I do think that these combo-oriented PO lists combo-oriented Lurrus lists are much better than the control-oriented Lurrus lists. But they do require some amount of careful maneuvering, and then if you don't draw enough Moxen, your deck kind of doesn't do anything. That's kind of always been PO's problem, like historically, is like you never really have enough Moxen to make it always online, and so maybe this deck needs like some kind of filtering to like filter out dead draws or something. But that's just like, I mean, it's not like I can add more Moxen. Like adding opals doesn't actually increase your Moxen count. And realistically, it's just the same exact problem that like traditional PO had. So maybe you just need to run hot, which is not exactly something I like. If I'm trying to like run hot, then I'll play, Doomsday, or I'll play Jewel or whatever. I'm looking for a deck that has like a consistent output, and maybe this isn't what we're looking for. I do think like I kind of drew like not exactly what we were looking for. Like theoretically, Urza Saga and Dress Down are supposed to buy you time to get you to a point where you have Moxen. But like I just didn't draw a lot of Urza Saga, and I didn't like, and when I did draw Urza Saga, it never like completed and got me Moxen. So like I was left with a bunch of hands where like, I mean, I drew 4 of a kind PO. Like you're almost never winning a match of Magic if you're drawing 4 of a kind PO and you don't have Moxen, right? So it's just like, I don't know. I think like some amount of it is obviously I think we ran a little poorly today, and then some amount of it is we were on stream, we played too slow in round 1 and lost, and then like some of our future rounds we didn't like make accurate plays. So it's a combination of everything, really. I think yesterday's 4-2 performance was much better and much more indicative of what I think the deck is doing. So that's just how I feel about it. Obviously, feel free to disagree, but we still have one more showcase and probably some amount of last chance qualifiers. Definitely going to be looking into some other decks, but I do like this deck. I do think this deck is good, and I don't mind recommending people play it. I think it's I would much rather people play this deck than play like the blue-white Lurrus Saga deck. I think some of the Lurrus Saga control decks have like better configurations than others. Definitely never cut Vault Key, but yeah. More vintage content coming to you on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.